I'm Dr. Gabby Cora, and welcome to my Wellness Doctor and Coach certification program exclusively for physicians. Now, why physicians? Well, many of us have really joined our profession to be not only the doctors who help in pathology, but also help our patients achieve their maximum health and wellness, their ultimate health and wellness. And yet, with the current state of healthcare, many of us cannot do this, but at the same time, we've seen many other people come into the healthcare arena and provide for some of the services that we should be providing. So if you feel that you're one of the doctors who really went into medicine to help out, not only fix the problems, but also heal people on a very high level, thank you for joining me. Now, what's particular about this Wellness Doctor and Coach certification program for physicians? Well, first of all, it's given from physicians to physicians. So there's something very unique about that particular part of this program per se. The second one is that we're going to see not only things about coaching per se, but I'm going to help you build your whole empire around health and coaching and practicing medicine the way that you were meant to practice. So this will include tons around speaking engagement, corporate health and wellness programs, consulting programs, coaching per se, of course, networking, social media, and many other things that you would only be able to learn by doing an MBA as I've done, plus joining many other separate programs. This program brings everything together. The third point that is very important here to share is that you're going to be part of a very unique and elite group of physicians way ahead of your curve. So as a pioneer in this area, I invite you to join me in the Wellness Doctor and Coach certification program. Welcome to the sneak preview of the speaking part prior to joining the Wellness Doctor and Coach certification program, where you're going to see a lot more about speaking, as I think this is one of the greatest of foundations for us to be able to develop a very successful Wellness Doctor and Coach practice. Let me tell you my story. Back in 1995, I had been at the National Institutes of Health as a fellow for just 2 weeks when we received a phone call from one of the national networks to join them during the National Depression Screening Day. Interestingly, although we were a pretty large group, I was the only person within the whole group that spoke Spanish. So it was assumed that because I spoke Spanish, I was also an expert within the Hispanic community. Interestingly, I became that expert just by virtue of being on national television, speaking as an expert in depression during the National Depression Screening Day. Why is this so important? Well, the media in general loves experts because of our credibility, and we have a very unique opportunity, not only within television, but also radio, printed media, as well as with the public at large. The beautiful thing that actually major media provides us is a platform where we can send our message in a massive way. Let me share with you some specific tips and strategies that I myself learned along the way. As you saw during the promo, you realize that within my story, I was able to deliver a very scientifically based and factual based talk pretty much early in my career. I presented at national meetings, international scientific meetings. I also wrote articles for my colleagues. However, what I realized was that it wasn't until I was able to bridge my message and make it appealing to the public at large that I started to make a difference, and that people started remembering who I was and why I could provide for something that was very particular, very unique, and very innovative. So that's the first point. If you're a speaker who has always spoken from a scientifically based, from a science-based a platform, that's excellent, particularly if you're speaking to your colleagues. However, if you want to have mass appeal, you really need to retailor your message so that it will be appealing to the public at large. That's one of the first things that I learned that helped me shift in my career. A second point is, what is your message and what is your target audience? So there are going to be different times in which you may speak to the public at large, and you may want to talk about something that's very basic within health and wellness. There may be some other times in which you really want to be that expert and speak from a very credible platform where you are the expert that's going to give the latest and greatest in terms of sound information. So it's going to be very important for you to try to figure out who is it that you're speaking with. Are you speaking with colleagues? Are you training other colleagues? Are you speaking with the public at large? Who is it that you're speaking with? The third point, that's probably one of the most important points that you're going to really learn during the Wellness Doctor and Coach Certification Program, is how can you use your speaking to maximize your impact as a wellness doctor and coach. You may be the best of doctors. However, if nobody knows of your value, you're going to live in an ivory tower. So it's going to be extremely important for you to be able to show your wealth of knowledge, to share that so that people will know how they can come back to you and learn from the very best. I recently sent out my books on executivehealth.com's Leading Under Pressure to several CEOs within my own environment here in South Florida. And interestingly, one of them contacted me so that I could give a talk to a group of 200 to 300 executives that would be delighted in hearing my message. There is a method to being able to do this, and these are just some of the things that I want to share with you when you are ready to sign up for the Wellness Doctor and Coach Certification Program starting in July. To do this, send me a private message at gcl@drgabbycora.com and request a form so that you can apply to the program. And I look forward to seeing you in Miami and sharing many more of these lessons learned and helping you become a wellness doctor and coach. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the sneak preview of the Wellness Doctor and Coach Certification Program, and I look forward to seeing you in July. Now, how can you sign up? Very simple, by filling out a form that you need to request directly to me on my private email. What is my private email? It's gcl@drgabbycora.com. So write me a private email at gcl@drgabbycora.com, request the form to sign up, and you'll be one of a group of 12 people coming in and joining me on the Wellness Doctor and Coach Certification Program. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in Miami in July.